now I want you to grab your crystal ball, okay? And we're going to look 5 years down the road, okay? So
Okay.
think about movement culture, where it is today, and what do you think is going to happen over the next 5 years? Where do you see movement culture? Where do you see that going?
Okay, movement culture as presented by Ido Portal.
No, just in a general sense. So, not just what Ito's done, but what you're doing, all types of people are doing, Erwin McClure, all these other, everybody who's in that space. What do you see happening?
Yeah. Well, I think you alluded to this earlier with your practice. It's almost like you're trying to put yourself out of business, but in reality, what you're really doing is you're doing what a doctor is supposed to do, which is to heal. You're a healer, and movement being one of the pillars of healing oneself. So I think what's going to happen, and what is already happening, is that people are starting to feel more empowered to take their bodies into their own hands and exploring developing it themselves. And something that's happened with the pandemic right now is that people have had to make a choice. How can I continue to train, continue to move in a way that makes me feel independent, that doesn't make me feel tied to, for example, here in the US, as you know, we have a massive problem with health insurance and healthcare, and people are scared to lose their health. So out of fear, some people have had to make the choice of building a stronger body, and maybe they couldn't financially afford to have a coach or follow a program, so they've had to do it on their own. And I think that's really where we're going, is we're going to be closer. I don't know, in 5 years, I think it's going to take longer than that, but we're going to be closer to a place where people will see physical education as an essential subject rather than the thing that you kind of have to put in because somebody told me to. I think that's where we're going. And the other thing is that it's becoming very clear that through physical development, we're also tapping into the emotional and mental development. And more than ever, we need this to be at the forefront of the conversation. And I think through the empowerment of conversations like this, we are telling people your body is smarter than we are intellectually. Your body knows more than we do. Use it. That's what it's designed to do. And by using it now, start to experience what it's telling you. Oh, I feel a little pain in the knee. Oh, I don't know why, but what if I moved away from pain? What will I encounter there? Well, maybe I'm encountering a little bit of discomfort, but it's not causing pain. It subsides as soon as I stop moving. I'm sleeping better. I'm getting fitter. Maybe that way of moving is the right way. And that's the one that I should be expressing, and then growing from there. So that's what I think is going to happen. And we've also seen that these 9-to-5 jobs that a lot of people are working, it doesn't require you to sit by the computer for 12 hours a day. You can actually get that job done in half of the time. So I think our work environment is also going to change, and schools are going to change, and that's what I think is going to happen if the leaders in those communities are willing to put the effort and go through the colossal task of changing the culture and systems that currently exist.